Srimatre Namaha. Sorry, it was some disruption software glitch earlier. So, Lorentz curve and Gini coefficient, they try to measure the economic development. They are used for the indicator of economic development of a country. So the Lorentz curve, it talks about the distribution of the income or income inequality of a wealth distribution. That is, if it is distributed or what is the inequality, whether it is distributed properly or not. Both are same, but UPSC might confuse you by giving these kind of confusing statements in the examination. That's why I'm giving the both statements. The distribution of income, or if it is not distributed, what will happen? It is called income inequality of wealth in an economy is represented by the Lorentz curve. Lorentz curve talks about the percentage. However, Gini coefficient talks about the degree. Okay, don't get confused. This is the most important aspect. What percentage of the nation's resident, not citizens, imagine, even if the foreigners are living, or refugees, whoever it is, okay, if what is the percentage of the nation's residents possess what percent of the nation's wealth? There was a report about Oxford Union inequality report where in India 30% of the people possess almost 70% of the wealth, and only 1% of the population possess 1% of the wealth is being possessed by the 99%. So there was a lot of income inequality in India. So Lorentz curve represents the percentage, and the degree of income inequality is measured through Gini coefficient. What does the degree means? It will be just 0 to 1. So 0 means perfect equality, that is there was no inequality in an economy, and 1 means perfect inequality. So how do you measure the area between the perfect inequality and the Lorentz curve? So if you look at these figure, in the x-axis we are having the population from the poorest to the richest population, okay, and in the y-axis we have national income. So this straight line in the middle is called as a perfect equality. That is how much is there in, that is 100 rupees, 10,000 is the GDP. So every person is getting 100 rupees. So the line goes straight. However, it is not possible in the economy in real time. Yeah, seriously, okay, because there are good and bad. Not I'm not telling it's so very few people in the bottom ladder they are able to get very less amount, that is 20%, 30% all. And the amount of richest means, like if you see that 100% of the population they are giving. However, only the least last section, that is only 1% of the population is getting the 100% of the, that is almost 98% of the national income. That is what it is saying. This gap is called Lorentz curve. Okay, this line also this line represents the Lorentz curve, and this gap is called as the inequality gap. Okay, so the degree, if it is 0, that is if these two lines are becoming equal, it means 0. There is no inequality, perfect equality. If it means 1, means if it falls like this, it is 1. That's it. So there are total inequality in that country. So area between the nobody has the formula, but for your explanation, if there are some kind of a, but if you are applying for other economy examinations, area between the perfect equality and the Lorentz curve, this inequality gap by the total area under the ideal line. This is the ideal line, that perfect equality line. This is the total area. Okay. I hope you do understand. If you have any questions, if you doesn't understand any concept in this stuff, you can comment. I will explain you again in another video, taking a different example. So Gini coefficient and Lorentz curve same. Lorentz curve talks about the population. However, Gini coefficient talks about the degree, that is between the 0 to 1. Okay, the parameters are same. Sorry, the parameters, that is a 0 to 1 and percentage, 1%, 2%, like that. They are different, but the concept is same. They talk about the income distribution and the income inequality. That's it. Okay, these three things, these topics you need to remember.